Okay, Collector fam, stay through to the end of the video to find out what we're unboxing next. Okay, guys, we have to talk about Mr. Sinister's overall power set after Apocalypse transformed him. Okay, first, you gotta know he's an alpha level mutant. We don't have time to discuss that right now. Just know he's badass. Cellular shape shifting, the ability to control every molecule in his body, okay? Regenerative healing factor. Think Wolverine, guys. Superhuman stamina. His muscles produce considerably less fatigue, less toxins. He's basically like a Captain America level of stamina. Superhuman speed, capable of running at speeds faster than any human athlete. Okay, superhuman durability. Durability, really? Mr. Sinister's muscles and tissue are more durable than ordinary men, so he can withstand a gunshot, physical damage, shots, punches, cyclops blast, all those things Mr. Sinister can withstand. Superhuman strength, ability to lift like a 2 to 10 ton range. Superhuman reflexes. Come on, think the Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, telepathy. He can read minds. He can control minds. He can move things with his mind. Mental paralysis, mind control, power dilatant, telekinesis, concussive blast. Mr. Sinister is a problem for the X-Men. But what it also means is we get to see him really cause havoc with the X-Men. So the MCU has a lot of potential here, and I'm really looking forward to where we're going to go with the introduction of Mr. Sinister into the MCU. If you guys haven't read any of the comic books, we left one out here right now. Okay, do yourselves a favor. If you're not familiar with any of the content here, some of the stuff that's in here is way more fantastic than ever is going to come to the screen. Okay, even though the screen is fantastic, but read the comic books, guys. That's where all this great content actually comes from. All right, let's talk about Mr. Sinister, the statue. All right, guys, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. For those of you who don't already know, this is a PVC model from Diamond Select Gallery Edition. The very affordable statue line, and this model is only still at $49.99 at the time of this taping. Okay, obviously prices fluctuate from time to time, but we take a look at anywhere from Amazon to the manufacturer themselves, and the price is still right around $49.99, and it's available also at your local comic book shop. We happen to have picked this particular one up at Ultimate Comics. If you're ever in Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Chapel Hill, or North Carolina, that's the place you probably want to check out for statues and comics. That's enough of the plug. Let's talk about Mr. Sinister himself and how cool this sculpt wound up coming out. First of all, the question is always asked, what is the size of this guy? What space do I have to put in my room up here? So he is right at 11 inches. Hopefully I'm putting it in one of the angles here that you guys can see. That's cutting right at 11 inches. That's tall. And then he's right around 10 inches by himself between the edge of the misted smoke and the edge of his cape. So anytime I'm putting any one of these guys on the shelf, you want to have at least 3 to 4 inches of room if you can help it. That's why it's really difficult to maintain a statue line, because there ain't enough room, damn it. All right, we'll address that at a later time. Okay, so those are his dimensions right now. Weighted all told, he's just around 3 pounds, but he's solid. He's not moving anywhere. There's no pieces on him that have a potential to fall off. Everything is well, let's call it plastic welded, glued onto the piece itself. I don't want to move them around too much because the camera angles here are going to mess with it. We are going to have a spin so that you guys can continue to see what this looks like all spun up. But it is a beautiful piece. It is comic book accurate to a fault. Nathaniel Essex, as a biologist, is a genius level intellect, genius level biologist. So this misted chemical spills schema that he's sitting on top of was a pretty good idea for them to be able to solidify him standing while also in some kind of bubbly gook that he might actually be messing with as part of one of his experiments. That's one of his biggest things, is to experiment on mutants, experiment on the X gene, experiment on people in general. He is a long life meaning he ain't never gonna die. He's immortal. He's got power sets all over the place, and they show him holding some misting elements in his hands. I'm not entirely sure what force that he's about to utilize in that setup right there. It could be, I mean, the concussive blast is always known to come from his forehead. You can see that diamond-shaped third eye type look on his forehead here, which is so cool. The musculature is awesome throughout here, and I even like the pose. He has the most sinister of faces. He's almost got Dracula-esque look to him with a sharper than normal teeth. I'm not saying they look venom, but they're sharper than normal teeth. He's got that flat style pointed haircut that comes out that gives you that kind of feel to him. And then this is the outfit that Apocalypse put him in, which is almost a metallic look all the way through. So I really love the piece. I feel like it stands out on its own. It doesn't wobble at all on the shelf. It sits there nicely. You can see the color tonation that they have the red inside of the cape here, but if you turn it around, it's that black with little flecks of blue. His musculature and his suit itself is all very blue. Is it the most appealing, most dynamic sculpt ever? No, but Mr. Sinister is not known for, you know, shooting superpowers all over the place. He's sort of a grandstander. He wants to sit in thrones and you know, talk about big plans kind of thing. So that's Mr. Sinister, and I think he's fantastic for being what he's supposed to be in the comic books. I love this green misted thing that he sits on top of. Let's look at the bottom real quick. No pins or anything to be concerned with. There's 2 points here where his feet stand in, but those appear to be mostly glue set in, as you can see back through there. It is a 2-piece sculpt here, but other than that, man, this is so cool. I love everything about the way they did this. It's glossy, just enough gloss, and there's matte finish to help spoil that gloss, so it's not like so intense all the time. It's a beautiful piece. For $49.99, I'm not sure where you can get something better to represent Mr. Sinister in the line. So there it is. That's Diamond Select Toys, Mr. Sinister, and I think he should go on your line if it's one of those things that you have to have as in terms of the villain set for the X-Men. There you go. If you like anything that we said right now, do me a favor, hit the subscription button, like it, subscribe it. If you don't like it, leave it in the comments. If you do like it, leave it in the comments. We try to answer all the comments. All right, guys, it's Tony the Tourette. Out. All right, collector fam, either you stayed through to the whole video or you fast forwarded to the end. Either way, you will be rewarded. Our next unboxing will be Storm.